Hello students, welcome once again to my class. So today I'm here with part 2 of the story Indigo. So in part 1 we have seen that Rajkumar Shukla, a peasant from Champaran, made Gandhi at the Lucknow conference and persuaded him to come with him to Champaran. So Gandhiji, after few months, gave him time, and from Kolkata they boarded the train for Patna. They came to Patna, and Rajkumar Shukla wanted Gandhiji to meet Dr. Rajendra Prasad because he had met Dr. Rajendra Prasad on this particular matter some times ago. But unfortunately, that day when they came to Rajendra Prasad's house, Rajendra Prasad was out of town. When Gandhiji came to his house along with Rajkumar Shukla, he was out of town. Now, Gandhiji at that time was not a very popular personality. He had just began his career in politics. Understood? So the patients or the servants at Rajendra Prasad's house, they were also not knowing who Gandhiji actually was. So they thought, and from the, you can say, the physical appearance of Gandhiji, because he was also lean and thin, and we have all seen the typical type, the dress that Gandhiji used to wear. So seeing his get up, his physical stature, the servants thought that he also, and because he was accompanied by Rajkumar Shukla, and they knew Rajkumar Shukla to be a farmer only, so they thought he must be another peasant from Champaran. So they asked Gandhiji to sleep on the ground along with Rajkumar Shukla. In the morning, when he went to take water from the well, they did not allow him to take water. They treated him as an untouchable person. They had no idea that he was Mahatma Gandhi and why he was there at the house. But Gandhiji did not say anything or did not blame them, because it was not their mistake. That was the, you can say, the situation of India at that time was like this. Untouchability was prevailing in the society. The condition was very bad. So after he failed to meet Rajendra Prasad, Gandhiji thought he should go to Muzaffarpur to meet, because Muzaffarpur was on the way to Champaran. He wanted to go to Muzaffarpur to gather some more information about this sharecropping business, about this indigo cultivation. The information that Rajkumar Shukla had given him, Gandhiji did not consider it to be sufficient enough. He wanted more information. Alright, so he insisted that he should go to Muzaffarpur. So he sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kripalani. J.B. Kripalani was a professor at the Arts College in Muzaffarpur. So J.B. Kripalani, and he had met, how he came to know J.B. Kripalani? He had met J.B. Kripalani at Tagore's, Rabindranath Tagore's school in Shantiniketan. Okay, in Bolpur, Shantiniketan, he had met this person, J.B. Kripalani. The train that took them to Muzaffarpur reached there at midnight. It was 15th of April, 1917. Okay. Kripalani was waiting there at the station. Some other people were there. Some other students of his college were also there. And Gandhi stayed at Muzaffarpur. He stayed in the house of one person known as Professor Malkani. Professor Malkani was actually a teacher in a government school. Now Gandhiji was very pleased at Professor Malkani's attitude. What was the reason? That he, being a teacher of the government school means the school run by the British during that time, he dared to give a shelter to a person who had come there to fight against the British. Understood? So that was something very daring on the part of Professor Malkani, and Gandhiji was quite impressed with by his behavior. So Gandhi said that for a person who is working in a school which is run by government, to shelter a man in his house who is advocating for home rule is really something to be applauded. He was very pleased. Now, when Gandhi reached Muzaffarpur, this news spread over there that a person had come. He was known as the Mahatma, and in Muzaffarpur and Champaran, both places, and he had come there to help the patients come out, overcome their problem. They had no idea, the patients were not knowing, not having much knowledge about Gandhiji, who Gandhiji was, from where he came, why he came. So much knowledge they were not having. But they gathered over there because they knew only one thing, that this man was there to help them out with their problem. So they gathered in large numbers over there. Many of the sharecroppers, they came from Champaran by foot. Can you imagine? During that time, means of conveyance was not so upgraded as it is today. So the patients, they started walking. They walked long distances to come and see Gandhi once. And then the Gandhi decided to meet the lawyers of Muzaffarpur. Okay? So Gandhi asked them to come and meet him. The lawyers came, and the lawyers told Gandhiji that many of the patients, they were fighting cases with the British landlords regarding this sharecropping and indigo cultivation. And the lawyers also told Gandhiji that they were taking their fees from these patients whose case they were fighting. Gandhiji was quite annoyed when he heard it. He said that how can they take fees from the patients who are already so poor. They are deprived of their rights and they are fighting for their rights, and still the lawyers are collecting money from them, fees for them. So he scolded them, rather humiliated them, and told them that according to him, taking the cases to the court was useless. That was not going to benefit the patients in any ways. Gandhiji said so. The actual thing, what was the need of the hour, he felt that the need of the hour was to make the patients fearless. The patients were afraid of the Britishers. So what was most essential was to do something that this fear from their mind gets away and they become fearless, and they can face only when they will become fearless, then only they will be able to fight for their rights, as Gandhiji believed. Understood? This was the belief of Mahatma Gandhi. So he told that to the lawyers only. And then as he started gathering facts from different sources, what he came to know, he was at first, when Rajkumar Shukla had told him about sharecropping, Gandhiji had no proper idea what sharecropping actually is. Understood? So he started gathering facts from different sources and then got a very concrete idea about what sharecropping is and where lies the problem in sharecropping. So what is sharecropping? What was the problem that the patients faced regarding sharecropping? That we will do in the next video.